What up? Good. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. I had a good weekend. Had a good week. It's nice having some time off. I'm glad to be back. How's the audio? Can you guys hear me okay? Check 1 2. Check 1 2. All right. All right. Hope everybody's having a good week. Happy Monday. Today is Fish Report Monday. So I am prepared with a list of things I'm going to cover today. So it makes transitions between segments even faster. Okay? So welcome to the show, everybody. Just some quick shout outs real quick. BDG, thanks for showing up. NKR Fishing and Outdoors, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming back. Doug Rubin, El Sueño in the house. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Roy, I see Coach Werf TV. Oscar, what up, Oscar? Welcome back. I see Eric. What's up, Eric? It's Mac time, that's right. Let's see Oscar, HCX, Polestar, Texas, MMFC chapter, or MMFC Texas chapter. I see. How you been, Oscar? It's been a while. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. The colder weather, I will be killing them reds. Oh, nice. Very cool. Also having here Leonard, what up? Leonard's back in here. I was good to have you, Leonard. And see who else. Muto in the house. What's up, Muto? What's up, Brad? Rainey, welcome. What's happening, everybody? Good deal. Who else? Miss any shout outs? There you are, Captain Adobo in the house. Brian, what up, Brian? Brian's back from his trip. He survived his canoe excursion. He didn't get kidnapped in the woods. Oh, that's so funny. All right, let's keep it going. What else? What else? All right, cool. If I missed you in the shout outs, please leave a comment. Say hello. Say what's up. If it's your first time here. All right, let's go with my list. Go with my list. What up, Arnie? Arnold, what's up, MFC? All right, let me turn this music off. Cool. All right. Okay, so beginning of the show, let's do this. It's on the startup screen the whole time. It's exclamation point FH share. If you want to, and what up, Salty? I saw you in there. I saw you in AIM Labs, Salty. I saw you in there. Get that practice in. If you guys want to share the stream with somebody that is curious about fishing, is learning about fishing, please do so. You can copy that thing that Nightbot just put up. Come watch Fishy Hour with me right now. fishyhour.com/live. That'll bring whoever you invite directly into this live stream. So please do that. If you have any friends that are curious about learning to fish, especially right now if they're trying to learn to fish in the wintertime, it's going to be kind of a struggle. So we can help them out. Okay. Okay, so that's the share portion. Let's go to Pop Top. Pop Top is if you're new to the show, please say first timer in the chat, all caps, so I can see you and say hello and welcome you. What up, Alex? Welcome back. I got the COVID. No, I got the COVID. Yo, I got the COVID. Alex, did you get the COVID? I got a cold. I think I got a cold. I got a cold. We'll get to that in a bit. Let's get to Pop Top. Okay, so Pop Top is a tradition in the show. I pop up in my drink, and you guys have to rate it on a scale from 1 to 10. 10 being the best Pop Top you ever heard in your life. 1 being the worst. Rate this Pop Top. Here we go. Moment of silence. That was pathetic. All right, I'm back. Oh no, Alex, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Man. Yeah, so you have to quarantine or what? Coach Werf says allergies are hammering everybody that I know. Yeah, pretty much. So I went a courtesy 10 being here the first week. What's up, Captain Dan? Welcome back. I see EM1 2000. Welcome, Kent. How can I get one of those Mad Max stickers? Okay, good question. Exclamation point shop in the chat will get you the link to the stickers. Actually, that'll get you the link to all of the stuff I have for sale. All this stuff helps fund the cost of running the show, right? So even like I have a story about a router that broke today, so I'll go over that in a bit. So we just did Pop Top. Okay. So if it's your first time here, welcome new viewers. If it's your first time, if you're watching, if you're a replay watcher, thanks for watching. I know sometimes you don't have the opportunity to ask questions live because you're watching the replay, but just want to mention again that if you have a question and you're watching a replay, go ahead and leave it in the comments to this video, and I will review those comments before we go on again on Wednesday with Brian, and we'll answer those questions. So your questions will get answered, they'll just be a little bit delayed, okay? I know some of you guys can't watch live, and I understand you have work or other responsibilities during this slot, so that's fine. Watch the replay, and I do want you to be more interactive with this video, with this show. I want you to be more interactive with us, and again, it's a big resource to have us here available to answer your questions about fishing. So make sure you take advantage of that. Okay, that goes the same for also for new viewers. If you're new to the show, the way we like to run the show is it's very beginner friendly. Everybody in the community is okay with answering your beginner questions, even if you've been told that it's like a dumb question in a different venue. It's not a dumb question here. Ask your question, because as more experienced anglers, that helps us explain certain things in different ways to different people, and that helps solidify our knowledge. So that's kind of what we do here. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so that's pretty much covers that point. Okay. Let's see. No. It's yes. I just realized that my voice is lower as I was talking, Salty. That's hilarious. There are big fish in water you need to get. Yeah. Yep. Yep, waiting for my test. Okay, interesting. Oh, well, keep us posted, Alex. I'm kind of curious what the whole process is like. Pretty crazy. Dry weather is bad for allergies. Yep. Puberty. Hey Roman, I missed you all last week. Hey Jesse, what up, dude? Welcome back. I'm sorry I really needed the break. I needed to take that week off and get remotivated to do the show. And I'm feeling pretty motivated to do the show actually. And I know with the COVID thing getting worse, they might do full lockdown again. So like I said before, if they do that, then we'll go back to 5 days a week. Okay. So that's what I said. That's what we'll do. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Okay. So, let's see. Yeah, I think that's good. It covers most of the beginning, most of the intros. Okay, good. Anybody have any questions, any comments? Put them in the chats. I've always liked to interact with you guys, so get it done. What, a break? What? Okay, so I went diving with my dive group. I guess I got my dive group, my dive buddies, and it was like 60 degrees in La Jolla. It was cold, as a young kid say, AF. It was super cold. Well, I know some people dive in colder weather, but for me, that's cold. So 60 degrees, and I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling 100%, honestly, getting in the water. But I felt like, you know what? Everybody showed up. Let's go. And so we went, and my feet started getting numb pretty much like 30 minutes into the session. And the awesome part was that the visibility was so amazing. There was like at least, I'm gonna say 40 feet of visibility, which is incredible for La Jolla. It's like I've never seen a day like that before. I can watch the guys dive down to 45 feet, and I can see them on the bottom from the surface. So it was very nice, very, very good conditions. It was just cold. It was just like 60 degrees. And when you get even deeper, I guess it feels a little bit colder. So that's what got me. The added being at home, playing video games all week, and then going outdoors, going into 60-degree water was a big shock to the system. So I think I got a little bit under the weather, and I think it's just a cold because I haven't been out and about. So hopefully it's just a cold. It feels like a normal cold anyway. I'm using a 5mm suit. I have a 7mm, but I don't like to wear it. It's too tight. It just feels like you can't breathe. Let's see. Yeah, so that's the status update on the on maturing. Now's when I need to record all the promos. If anybody needs a promo recorded for their TV show or for their ad, let me know. Sunday. That's kidding. I can only do it this week though. I can only do it in the next couple of days before I go back to my regular kid voice. All right, fishing reports. We had a lot of stuff happen over the since last week. Fiverr voice for ink. Yeah, Fiverr voice over ink. We had a lot of stuff happen. We did our event, and we kind of went over that with Brian. And then last weekend we did the On the Bay with CCA Part 2. That was fun. There was a lot. That was a good showing. I think it was cool. I didn't do well. I didn't do well at the event. I kept chasing like the school of bait that kept blowing up on the surface, and we spent like a ton of time there trying to like get something to bite, but nothing ever happened. So we didn't do that. I didn't do well. I didn't place. But overall, it was fun. I like seeing everybody out there, and also we had some people come from out of town, so that's always cool because you get exposed to different new anglers. Let's see. You should sell MMFC patches, Velcro style. Ooh, that's a good idea, Muto. I'm trying to come up with something easier than this. Like, would it be a patch of this or like I'm trying to come up with an actual like patch, like that looks like a shield maybe. Let's see, like for example, this is the patch for the Monterey Bay Tritons Fishing Club, Spearfishing Club. They gave me this patch because I interviewed a bunch of their members and like kind of made me like an honorary member, I guess, right? So Monterey Bay Spearfishing Club. This is a really cool patch. It's got the dive mask. It looks like a shield. This is something I would like to do for MMFC, but I'm just not sure of the design. So if any of you are interested in like submitting a design, there's a whole sub thread in our Discord server. It's called what's it called? Let's see. It's called Cool Stuff. And in there, you can submit designs for anything you think would be cool to do MMFC. So it doesn't have to be a finished design like in Photoshop or Illustrator. If you draw it as best you can, like on a piece of paper, and make the details of what you want on there to make it look kind of cool, like that'll be your idea, and I'll give you credit for the idea. But then I'll go and redo it in Illustrator so that we have like line art for it, and it looks like 100%, and we can make it any size, and we can do patches. So patches would be fun. I've also been thinking of sorry, I'm just kind of flowing, guys. I've also been thinking of how difficult it actually is to catch a 2-pound spotty. Man, a 2-pound spotty. Like when I first heard it, it didn't seem like that bad. I'm like, I felt like I've caught. I think I've caught a 2-pound spotty. Yeah, I've caught like a 17-inch spotty. I just never weighed it. But to catch a 2-pound spotty, it seems difficult. So I thought it'd be cool to have like a patch or a sticker or a shirt that you cannot buy unless you submit a picture of your fish on the scale at 2 pounds. Like you can only get like that. You can only get that thing if you can prove you've gotten a 2-pound spotty. What do you guys think about that? It's cool. 3/4 ace angle. Do a 3/4 face angle on the patch of the Mac head. Okay. Ooh, okay. So I'm going to the chats real quick, guys. Face angle. Sorry for the type. No worries. 2 pounds are tough. 3 pounds are really hard. Yeah, exactly, Brian. Like if you can have like a 2 pound or 3 pound club, just something that's not every half or every, just make it kind of like difficult to get. So it's like something cool to have, you know? Alex says, oh, that's cool. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, 2.25 sand bass on Friday. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, sand bass are a little bit bigger. Sand bass get bigger naturally, so. I caught a few huge ones, but dang. Yeah, that's cool. Very cool. Okay, so see, that's a winter, that's a fishing. Cool. All right. We're also gonna have Coach come in and give us a surface temperature charts like in the past. So stay tuned for that too. And he's got a special report after that you guys don't want to miss too. So make sure you stay tuned. Let's see. Oh yeah, I need to give a disclaimer. If I all of a sudden start sneezing like crazy, I'm gonna mute my mic button, go off camera, and sneeze into my sneeze rag. So. I had to do the show today. It's gotta happen. Okay. I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about winter fishing and how much more difficult it is actually, right? I know it's not me. Like when I first started fishing, I started in the winter time. I started like in probably November, if I remember correctly. I started like around November. It was already cooled down. I was shore fishing, and I was fishing like jig heads with like swim baits. And man, that combination, every once in a while I'd get a bite, but it was like after fishing for days. After fishing for skunking for 2 or 3 days, I'd get like a fish like on the 4th day or something. I'd be like, oh yes, they do exist. There is fish, right? And then so if you're new to fishing and if you have questions about that, put it in the chats. Put it in the chat, and we'll cover that kind of information. Just in general, if you guys have any tips for winter fishing, throw in the chats, because I mean it's gonna help me too. It's gonna help everybody. So if you're starting out, if you're watching the replay and you're starting out to fish, and it's this season, it's winter time. I wouldn't recommend fishing a swim bait. It seems like it's gonna make you doubt yourself more than anything else. So I would do drop shot or Ned rig, or fish trout. Yeah, fish for trout. There you go. That's a good one too, Muto. Fish for trout. Wednesday show topic: cold water bite. Yes, Brian, that'd be great. This is kind of just like a teaser. Okay. So if you guys have any questions specifically about winter fishing, it'd be great, because then we can incorporate them into the show with Brian on Wednesday. Okay. So this is kind of like a recon, okay? It's kind of like a recon of figuring out exactly what you guys want to hear or what you guys want to see, okay? Give me 1 second. I need to blow my nose, guys. I apologize. All right, I'm back. Okay, here we go. So yeah, winter fishing questions. Put them in the chat, and we'll maybe Brian can keep track of those, and we can answer those on Wednesday. Okay. All right. I know it's still time for lobster season, and the big surge of the beginners has come and gone. I think most people are kind of over it. So if you're new to it, now's a good time to go check it out. It's not as busy as it was at the beginning of the season, but there's still bugs being caught. So if you're interested and want to learn how to do the hoop netting stuff, there is a link. Where is it? Let me see. I do have a 3-part series with Captain Scotty on how to set up your hoop net if you're new to it. So check that out. It's a Hoop Netting 101 series. And that's going to help you get started. It's going to tell you everything you need to get started. All that good stuff. Ooh, reminder. Remind me to do a safety thing for the shore divers, please. Yes. Okay, I will. Sounds good. Let's see, shore diver safety. Okay, there we go. All right, cool. I got it, coach. Okay. How much do hoop nets cost? They range from like 40 to 80 bucks. 40 to 80 bucks for the hoop net kit. Okay. You still have to buy some other stuff to make it work. But I would say on average, you're going to spend like around $80 to $100 per hoop net. There was still a lot of people going lobster Wednesday night. Oh, nice. Interesting. Depths and winter fishing, says Salty. That's a good topic. For me, it's just don't get discouraged and have a lower expectation. Yeah, that's true. Jesse, that's a good perspective. That's a good way to look at it. That's the way I was fishing when I was first starting out too. It's just like trying to figure it out, trying to learn the ropes. Jesse says, does anyone dig for clams? Ooh, I had a friend who used to do like pismo clams. I've never done it, but it looks fun. Okay, cool. So winter questions, hoop netting questions is the video. Okay, we're gonna get ready to bring Coach onto the show, and he's gonna give us the surface temp charts, talk a little bit about the local San Diego fishing scene, and he's got a special fish report. Okay. Also, you guys, if you guys have been fishing while we're waiting for Coach to get ready, start sending in your fishing reports. Have you fished this last week? You fished this weekend? How'd you do? What up, Zach? Welcome to the show. Say what up to Uncle Ned for me. Jesse says, yeah, I raked for clams. And I said, oh, that's cool. Very cool. Very nice. All right, Coach, I'm going to give you a call. Let's see if I can. Actually, I'm ready, Coach. Give me a call. It's up. There's plenty of clams around here on our beaches. Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll talk a little bit about clamming when Coach gets on. There he is. What up, Coach? Can you hear me?
What's good, Roman? What's good?
Oh man, this is good. So I guess topics are just popping out of the woodwork, so this is great. So let's talk about.
Well, winter it comes with its own set of challenges for us here in SoCal, but at the same time, it provides some opportunities if you're willing to take advantage of certain stuff.
It's true. Primarily couch lock for me. All right, I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna share your screen. Give me a second. Okay, so full screen. Oh yeah, live via remote. Coach from Werf TV.
That's right.
Take it away.
So we got our blue moon tonight and tomorrow.
Ooh.
We got some really, actually, if you guys really wanted to go out clamming, you have a great tide in the afternoon, right before sundown, to try today and tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Wednesday.
Okay, let's go.
If you wanted to grab the pitchfork and go for a stroll, now's as good a time as any.
What are the rules?
Sure.
What's the regs?
I want to say Pismos have to be 5 1/4. You'll have to look it up. I'm not 100% sure.
Yep.
But Pismos have a minimum size from hinge to hinge along the greatest measurement you can take along their back.
Okay.
Basically, what I've always done is you go. Oh, and we have another clam here called the Keone, and those are also known as little clams. I want to say.
Okay.
Or hard clams. So Keones have to be 2 inches. I want to say that the Pismos have to be 5 or 5 1/8 or 5 1/4, something like that across. It's not hard. If you're in a place that has Pismos, it is not hard to get legal Pismos. I mean, you can get Pismos that are 8 inches wide, no problem here. So there's no need to even come close. But I want to say your limit's 8 or 10.
Yep.
I didn't know we were talking about it, or else I'd pull up the regs for you.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Just ballpark it.
So, I mean, and they are listed in the regs. But, I mean, the real news to me for the winter fishermen is these low tides provide opportunities to gather ghost shrimp.
Got it.
So, anybody with a ghost shrimp pump and a split shot this time of year, you can go harvest turbot. You can go get the big saltwater panfish. Of course, you know, there's all kinds of other stuff that's possible too, from bass to even halibut. Everything eats ghost shrimp. It doesn't matter what it is. Hard part with the ghost shrimp is hooking it and casting it. If I remember, I'll try to do a series of videos about it on my channel.
Very cool.
But yeah, ghost shrimp's where it's at during the winter, and you can really get some absolute ridiculous sized panfish. Huge opali, like 3-4 pounds. Big zebras. Big half moons during the winter.
So what do you look for?
Perch during the winter.
So what do you look for when looking for clams?
I do it the old school way. I wait for a negative tide, like we have, say, tomorrow afternoon at 3:54 p.m. in La Jolla.
Nice.
And I try to get a gently sloping beach will give you more turf, more area to search.
Mm-hmm.
So you head out as the tide's bottoming out, and you get your pitchfork out. You just poke along. And if you're not on a rocky beach, there's not going to be any rocks, and your pitchfork will go clunk, and you'll hit one. As you just poke down through the sand as you walk.
You're basically probing with a pitchfork.
That's how I've always done it.
That's cool.
There's a million ways to go about it. As I'm sure you know, so there are some skin divers in Central California that have made an absolute art out of diving clam beds that are packed with clams. I'm sure you've seen some of their stuff.
That's cool. Very cool.
Yeah, they're quite specialized about diving down and digging these things by hand in 20, 30 feet of water at the bottom of like these really strange intertidal zones they have up north. And absolute ridiculous pismo clams, like
Very
several pounds.
There you go. Captain Dan says California regs pismo clams are 5 inches minimum and a limit of 10. That's a good haul.
5 and 10. Okay, yeah, perfect. Thank you, Captain. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, Captain Dan.
Correct my piss poor memory. I mean, my fabulous memory. Sorry about that, Roman. Anyways, yeah, 5 and 10. Actually, I think a lot of our shellfish regs are really simple. It's like 2 and 35 for Keones, I think.
Okay, very cool.
And the miscellaneous shellfish and stuff are like 35, and for ghost shrimp, it's 50, I think.
Okay.
Mussels, it's 10 pounds on a shell.
Nice.
But I mean, I'm glad they simplified it a little bit. It was really complicated there for a few years where nobody knew what was going on at all. But they simplified it a bit. So, and remember, people, please, there's no taking abalones in California this year or next year at all. There hasn't been legal harvest of abalone in Southern California in a long time. So please just don't. There's plenty of big scallops. There's plenty of big clams. There's plenty of rock scallops. There's plenty of those introduced black scallops or whatever they are. If you ever go to the San Diego River Channel, those rocks are loaded with them. Your limit's 35. Take your limit every single day. You'll never make a dent. So
Very
There's
cool.
plenty of other shellfish. You don't have to concern yourself with abalones.
Very cool.
We have really nice negative tides here in this afternoon. Today, tomorrow, Wednesday. Start kind of petering out on Thursday. These are what I lovingly refer to as shark tides. So please keep that in mind if you're diving on these incoming sweeps. And remind me to make an extra note of that later, Roman, please.
Okay.
Here's our temp break. Looks sort of dismal. We got temperatures in the mid 50s for a lot of this. Let's see. Yeah, we got mid 50s, low 60s. Still low 60s around here. So, I mean, the offshore isn't totally damping down yet, but you can see this warmer water is running to the south fast. See this water out here at Tanner and Cortez. That's where I think those day-and-a-half boats have been hitting on the bluefin in American waters. 60 Mile is down here. That's another possibility, too, for those day-and-a-half trips.
Yep.
Some of them have been doing really good and hammering the bluefin, and some of them haven't been doing real good. There was an absolute beast of a bluefin taken by some private boaters, and we'll talk about that in just a bit.
Yeah, very cool.
So here's the OSPO maps. Always beautiful. We have a bunch of confused water down here between Guadalupe and Cedros. You can see this warm water is quickly being pulled to the south. Let me see if I can get the Pacific up here. Here's the equatorial. Here we are. Pull up the pretty map for everybody. You'll see the arrows starting to point back down towards Cabo down here instead of mid-Baja where it was for a lot of this last month. So that's going to pull some of this warmer water to the south. Still lots of patty rats up here, rat yellowtail. Still lots of... I was talking to a guy who had just been out, and he told me that pulled them on a patty and they jumped in to try to shoot some yellowtail, and the half moon were twice as big as the yellowtail. Like 4 or 5 pound half moon and 2 pound yellows under a patty.
That's funny.
Let me take some of this here. This week we're going to be looking at Fisherman's Landing. They were the only one that had like a succinct all-in-one spot report.
Okay.
But as you can see, the swordfish are getting pulled in here by the guys in the know about it. They're real closed mouth. They're not telling anybody anything. So good luck if you're trying to figure out that bite. But lots of bluefin in the counts for the 1.5 and longer day boats. See, you got 72 bluefin, 2-day trip on for 25 guys. Let's see. These yellowtail are probably small, but yellowtail, yellowfin tuna, and Dorado for 14 anglers on the 1.5 day. This was yesterday. So, I mean, our offshore is winding down, but you still will see some pretty nice counts, especially for boats like the Condor and some of these other boats that are heading really deep into the south.
Interesting.
A lot of that bigger bluefin, as of last weekend, was just west of the islands. Guys were getting broken off on 80 and 100 pound. It was insane. The big bluefin were closed for a little bit there, just a couple of days. They ghosted probably to the west. They probably didn't head south, but. So as you can see in the prior maps,
I love this. I love
water.
this one. I like this one. That's so cool.
We have colder water moving in essentially all the way up from Long Beach, really all the way down past Punta Baja down here. So up along the shore, it's going to be cold water for the foreseeable future, I think. And that's not going to turn around for some time. In fact, as it keeps getting colder, more and more panfish will get pushed on shore. More and more, you'll see. Well, Roman, for you guys that throw plastics, kind of like you're entering the grind part of your season. You're grinding for a few big fish each session.
Yep.
For the rest of us that are multi-species people, it's just getting going for us.
Oh,
We're
cool.
praying that cold water gets here sooner rather than later. You'll start seeing opali in the 14 to 16-inch range in the reports on SD Fish and elsewhere. You'll see guys with absolute tanker rock wrasse and just ridiculous half moons and stuff. Like, you know, every year a few 5 to 6 pound half moon get taken from shore during the colder months. And, you know, those of us that fish for the frying pan.
Yeah. And the
winter's really the time to make it happen.
Yeah, the clams thing really interests me. I think that'd be fun with the kids. You know, be like, all right, I found one, dig it up.
Yeah, that's fun, man. You a shovel that has a cracked handle, you cut it off about a foot from the head.
Yeah.
Have them use that to dig it out for you.
So funny.
But yeah, and then you find them with a pitchfork or a rake.
Yeah.
You know, some guys use rakes. I've always preferred a pitchfork. You can go down a few more inches.
Yeah, that's cooler.
I think you just kind of go shoot, and then clunk, when you hit one. Like I said, there's no need. I mean, if you go to the right types of areas, there's no shortage of clams here. It's ridiculous.
Awesome. Are you dealing with a cold or allergies?
Oh, it's allergies. Allergies just slammed me.
Damn, yeah, they got you good.
My whole family for the last couple of days.
Damn.
Even last week it was rough. It's been a rough weekend for me, man. It was horrible, but a couple things I do want to mention.
Go ahead.
If I had entered the shore division, I tell you, I would have swept it, Roman. I would have just cleaned house. I caught about a 12.5-inch rock wrasse, maybe. I mean, this is one of the biggest rock wrasse I've caught in a while, and I've caught some big ones lately. I caught several opali in the 9 to 11 inch range.
Nice.
And I caught a couple fairly decent kelp bass. But anyways, at the CCA event, I got to shake Captain Dan's hand, which was awesome.
Oh, very cool.
And made a salchicha for an MMFC member or two who wanted to come by.
Very cool.
Hang out for a minute. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was very cool. May enter next time if my anti-app attitude changes a little bit, but I don't really do apps, and I don't own a hog trough currently. So
I have an extra one you could borrow next time. Hog trough and a phone if I'm not streaming.
I threw some chum and fished a corner and did pretty good. There were some young bloods out mooching around. I kind of showed them what to do too. So
That's
that
cool.
Was good too.
Nice.
MMFC spreading the love out there.
Right.
Story of the week was the week. I want to say it was not this past weekend, but the weekend before. Some private boaters trolling a head flying fish under a kite caught a bluefin tuna in the 520-pound range.
Wow, there's.
I mean, think about that. That absolute beast you caught and multiply it by
double almost.
I mean,
yeah, because ours was like 316 or something like that. That's
16. So at least well over 1.5 times that big.
Wow, dude.
There are absolutely some tanks.
How many guys were on it?
I didn't catch the specifics of the story too much. I mean, it looked to me like they were trolling out south of Clemente somewhere. That would be my guess. I thought I saw the island in the distance in one of the pictures they posted.
Yeah.
I don't know that, and I'm not 100% sure. You know, it could have just been a blur on the horizon for all I know. But
did they say how long
it looked like?
Did they say how long it take them to bring it in?
I don't remember seeing that either, but the pictures were being shared widely across social media.
That's cool.
And there was a bunch of crazy stuff about it. I don't know exactly the specifics. I don't know the guys involved, and I don't really have permission to share their story, but portions of it I was privileged to see that were just out there floating around. It was incredible.
Well, that's cool. Man.
The 520 from U.S. waters, supposedly rolled up by a local party boater here, or private boater here out of San Diego.
That's insane. Yeah, we're fishing on Saturday, and Scotty had gone on 2 trips where he got like some decent yellowtail. So there's fish.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, during the winter, their activity slows down, but the bigger ones come forward. I mean, and that's true of bay bass too. As those big girls move back into the back bays to start feeding on the shellfish that come shallow in winter.
Oh.
You're gonna see some big spotties taken this winter, especially in the back of Mission Bay, in that kind of middle area of San Diego Bay, I think.
Yeah.
But it'll all depend on how it all goes. That mid section of Newport too coughs up some tanks. Then Alamitos just outside the well, maybe I shouldn't get too specific there.
No, it's good enough. Zach's got a question. Do you need a license to go clamming? You do, Zach. You just need your fishing license. Your fishing license is all you need,
yes,
right?
100%. Yep, your fishing license is all you need. Same thing for catch and go shrimp. So you're fishing, but you're fishing for go shrimp with a pump.
Yep.
So it's really important. And I do ask anyone to remember there's a reason that razor clams don't enter our discussions here in SoCal much anymore. That's because the clam stick has been declared illegal. So if you're a person that uses clam sticks to catch the razor clams, it's a no-go anymore. So just be aware of that. If you're doing that and somebody approaches you, don't be surprised if you get popped.
Wait, what was that? Like, that's something that was okay before, but they outlawed it?
Yeah, they outlawed it a few years back. Basically, it's like a wooden handle on like a little metal hook, and you drop the metal hook down the hole, and it hooks the clam's foot, and you pull the clam out.
Oh.
Called a clam stick or a clam gaff.
Yeah.
Those have been rendered illegal.
Crazy.
So be careful with the as near as I know, a hand pump is still a legal way to take them. It specifically in the regulations outlaws gaffs and sticks, I think it says. Oh, be forewarned, it is the best method of gathering razor clams, and it has been deemed illegal. So
very cool. Wow, Captain Dan.
Oh,
go ahead.
And the warning to the divers.
Yes.
You guys are diving from shore. If you're diving from shore for lobsters, please, I beg you, please, look around. If you see guys with really beefy rods set up on some big current break, you might not want to jump in the water where they've been chumming. This is shark season.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Please be aware.
That's so true.
He got set up a couple weeks ago. I want to say, yeah, it was a little over 2 weeks ago. Mr. Court and he got set up, and we started chumming. There was nobody in the water. There was nobody around. And I swear no less than 5 groups of divers swam right through the middle of our chum line. I was terrified.
Wow.
I mean, the dusky sharks are supposedly around down to 64 degrees. That water was right in the right range. One of those dudes could have been munched very, very easily, and I would not have felt good about it. At the same time, there was nothing I could do. Yeah. So, please be aware of your circumstances. If you're going on a shore dive, particularly, look around. You see guys fishing, just walk up to them real quick.
Yeah.
They're throwing swim baits for calicos, it's no problem. They got 6/0 reels on the beach. You might want to go around or find a place down current or.
That's so funny.
I mean, I was seriously worried we were going to get one of these guys munched, and I didn't dare throw a bait out on that. Because, I mean, if you hook up into a big shark and he peels off 300 yards of line, how many people are you going to drown?
Yeah.
That's so crazy. Please be careful. If you're going out lobster diving from the shore, just look around. Just take 60 seconds and look around, please. Save your life.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, I wasn't trying to be that guy. You know what I mean? We started chumming, we started working, and all of a sudden, all these guys showed up and started diving. I mean, right through the trough we were chumming. And I was scared when I of course stopped immediately as soon as they got in the water. That chum's already in there.
Yeah,
the slick's already made.
Exactly,
like an arrow right to you.
Yeah. Hey, Brian is asking, what are you using for chum?
Being the coach has its advantages, I guess. So when people catch stuff, a lot of times they'll bring it here to me to have me fillet it for them.
Okay.
All those carcasses that people bring here for me, I put them in the freezer, grind some of them up or chop them. Usually I just chop them with a meat cleaver into chunks.
Very cool.
I mix it with bread and oatmeal and whatever I can find laying around.
Yep.
Hot dog buns, whatever it is. Makes a deadly chum that attracts all kinds of prey fish and, of course, the predators right into where we're fishing. So
that makes sense. Very cool. Very cool. Nice.
Yes, sir.
All right. Does that cover everything? I think I covered everything. Man,
got any more questions?
We had a long list. Any more questions, guys, for Coach Werf before he goes? Put it in the chat, please, and we'll get to it right away. Coach, you talking about ghost shrimp pump? No, the ghost shrimp pump is okay. He's talking about the little clam gaffs. That's what he's talking about.
Yes, a clam gaff or clam stick is not okay. It is specifically outlawed in the regulations as of a few years ago.
Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna go back to
so as near as I know, a shrimp pump is still legal because it says like other hand operated devices, something like that.
Right. Cool.
But it specifically outlaws gaffs and sticks, I think.
Cool. Also, just real quick, shout out to Captain Dan for the $50 gift card to Outback Steakhouse. Very cool. Congrats, John. He won that. He was Captain Dan donated that specifically for an MMFC member. So it was a prize that he donated just to the group, not to the whole event. So thank you, Captain Dan. That's cool. Awesome. Hope you enjoy your steak. Oh, sounds good. A bait bucket with a bunch of soft baits and a half-day trip on it. I think one of the Seaforth boats. Okay. Sorry, I'm just kind of reading comments. I messed up. Okay. Canned tuna, cat food. Yeah, nice. Cool. How do you deploy your chum? You kind of toss it out there, or do you have it in a bucket?
I do pretty much. I do it all by hand. So grab it by like a spoonful, and I just throw a spoonful in every couple of minutes.
Very cool. Cool.
We had a long slick. It was long, at least a half a mile long.
Wow.
First guys crossed it.
Cool.
So I was absolutely on edge about the whole thing, beginning to end.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah,
it really worried me.
Yeah, I mean,
seriously worried me.
Yeah, it's like, what can you do? They're already in the water. It's like, that sucks.
I mean, I stopped right away, but even so, it still kept going. You know.
Yeah. But everybody was okay, so that's good. But still, yeah, awareness is key.
All's well that ends well.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that stuff too is like a lot of divers don't know anything about hook and line. Like they like absolutely zero about hook and line, so they don't even know the difference that you could chum or fish lures, right? So some of that is just ignorance. So are you done?
I mean, it's a whole different thing if you're chumming a few shrimp chunks and some oatmeal to get the opalite going, but it's a whole different thing when you're chumming 30 pounds of fish carcass.
Yeah.
That's a very different set of scenario. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's very true. Cool. All right. Is there any other screenshots you want to share? We're good, right?
Oh, I think we're good.
Cool. All right. Give us a quick shout out. Give us a quick way to get a hold of you. What's the best way to get in touch with you? If you have any questions or
hit me up on Werf.
Go ahead.
Hit me up on Werf TV. You can leave a comment on any of my videos. If I don't see it, you can message me on SD Fish. My name on there is Worthless. Everybody calls me the coach. If you make a post on there, I will see it. I'm like a bad odor. I never leave. So you can leave the dumbest post imaginable. I will find it. I will comment. I will like it. You will find me. I am not hard to find.
Wait, so you like everybody's post, not just mine? This is insane. I was kidding.
I think I am somewhere on the order of 180,000 likes.
Dang, dude. Yeah, that's really cool.
And I think I've gotten like 101,000 or something.
Brian
I don't know. I think I was closing on the 100,000 mark the last time.
That's awesome. Brian's saying I need a drone shot of a Coach chum slick. That'd be sweet.
Oh, you can witness it for yourself. Just cut up a bunch of bloody oily crap and start throwing it over the side when you're stationary somewhere, and the wind and current will pull it out away from you.
Brad's got a good idea. He said mix sawdust to your blood; it'll spread faster. Interesting.
It will,
because it floats,
sure.
right?
And you can pour cod liver oil and oatmeal because the oats will soak it up and it has a greater surface area.
Yeah.
And when that hits the water, it'll disperse the scent, and oil too. Like I said, you can add cod liver oil. You can add herring. Cod liver oil is fairly cheap in terms of fish oil.
Yeah.
You can buy a gallon for like $30 or something. But I mean, it's like,
yeah,
you're never going to use more than a quart at a time. So that's 4 chum sessions worth.
Yeah.
And you can make a long slick with a quart of cod liver oil for sure.
Crazy. Very cool. All right. Cool. All right. So thanks for jumping on to the show, Coach, and then giving us the surface temperature reports. And that's a crazy tuna fish. Anything over 500 just seems amazing. 520, right?
500 and some. It was like 526 or something. You guys will have to look at it.
It's a lot of sashimi.
It was on social media everywhere for a minute.
Very cool. Cool. All right. Well, thanks for jumping on, Coach. Have you come up with a clever sign off yet?
Oh, this is the coach. I hope you got something out of it. You all have a nice one and hook one for me.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
All right. Peace, Roman.
Bye-bye. Awesome. Let me end this call over here. There we go. Thanks again, Coach, for jumping on here and helping us get a feel for the overall San Diego fishing scene. 520-pound blue tuna is insane. I can't imagine the fight. I wonder how long it took him to bring it in. Anyway, cool story. So the fishing, of course, is still good. It's just not as good for us fishing with lures. But there's other options. Muto had a great suggestion to go trout fishing. Not really my thing, but if you want to get bit, that's another thing to try. Also, you can switch over to fishing for species that require bait, right? So ghost shrimp or hot dogs. That's good. You can fish with hot dogs on a drop shot. See if you catch any kind of creature. Anyway, there's other fishing options, but if you're gonna stick with the spotties, stick with the salty bass. Just know that it's gonna be a little bit slower, but you'll probably get bigger fish if you get a good bite. So that's encouraging, right? Cool. Okay, we'll go back to my sheet of things I had to cover. Let's see. Okay, I did that one already. All right, cool. So, and this is not really fishing related. It's just a little anecdote about my router situation. So like 2 weeks ago, I woke up and like the kids were like, I had to get the kids ready for their classes, and the internet wasn't working. I couldn't figure out what's going on, and the router looked like it should be working. The lights were all on, and it just wasn't connecting. So I eventually figured it out. The router had lost all of my configuration. So I have my whole house set up a certain way. This computer is set up to stream. It's set up to have like special permissions on the network to have priority in bandwidth. And it lost all of my configuration. So I had to like redo everything from scratch. After the router recovered, I had to do everything from scratch and do my whole house networking again, set up the wireless again, get the kids on their class, and then I was able to get it done in time, but it was just really annoying that the device would just lose its configuration like that. So it was crazy. I thought that was the end of it. This morning I woke up and it was the same thing, except the router wasn't even starting up it wasn't even booting up. It was just dead. So it's a router I got from my internet provider. So I was like, okay, what are my options? I could take it. So I called, and I could take it into the office locally here, and they would swap it out for me. I was like, oh, that's cool. So I went over to the ISP to the internet provider's office, and I returned that router, and they gave me a different one. I was like, okay, cool. So I came home, and I plugged it in, and I had internet, but it was like a different kind of router where like they don't let you go in there and tweak the settings specifically. Like you can't change anything besides the name of your wireless network. Like I couldn't go in the actual router and mess around with local settings and stuff. So I was like, well, I called them up and I was like, hey, what's going on with this? I don't have access to the device. They're like, oh yeah, this is a special one where like it's an advanced one where the customer doesn't get access to that. I'm like, I can't use this. So I'm like, okay. I was okay, well, I'm going to go return it. And like, yeah, just go return it and ask them for this type of router. They'll give you a different type that you can configure. I was like, all right, great. So I was like, well, maybe I should swing by Best Buy before I go over there. No, I went to the ISP's office first, and there was like 8 people in line. I was like, I'm out of here. So I went to Best Buy. I looked at a bunch of routers, and I was like, okay, these are okay. They're not the best one, but there's some ones that might work. So it's an emergency. I was like, I gotta get it done before the show starts. So I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go back to the store. So I went back to the ISP's office across town again, and I returned the router and asked if they had a certain kind of router, and they don't. So I had to go back to Best Buy again and buy the router I was looking at, and then get home in time to actually configure it, make it work before the show started. So I got it all done, guys. It's done. But it's just a little bit of a behind the scenes of the shenanigans I have to go through sometimes to get the show rolling. So that said, this new router is giving me the ability to further segment or give my traffic with a stream priority. So the quality should be a little bit better and or more consistent. Hopefully we don't run into those problems where we're having before with the stuff getting too blurry. We'll see on Wednesday what happens with Brian's speed coming in, but it looks good. So far so good. I'm getting better reception with the wireless stuff. This is hardwire anyway, but anyway, that's just a quick update on what's going on with the show. And also on someone told me to try Twizzlers. So what? Twizzlers are good. Oh my god. Oh yeah, fishing with Twizzlers. I missed that. That's really cool. Cold War virus, says Eric. Yes, that's right. I got the Cold War virus. So anyway, yeah, everything is good now. The show's gonna continue to go. Tomorrow, I'm not gonna go fishing tomorrow because I don't want to expose myself to the cold. If anything, I'll stream again, maybe on this channel, or on Twitch, and just hang out and talk. Wednesday we're doing bait fishing with Roman and Brian, so that show's on. We're gonna do specifically cold weather or cold fishing techniques. There's always technical problems. Exactly. This is a major one because the whole router's down, so you don't have anything. You can't do much with that. But we should pump some shrimp tomorrow. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. But I still gotta work during the day, so that kind of blows. But anyway, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I want to do the clam thing with the kids. That'd be hilarious. What's up, Dario? Welcome. I do want to do the clam thing with the kids. That'd be hilarious, and I think they'll get a kick out of it. It's a good way to get them out of the house, and I think it's pretty safe since we're out there in the open. So, and it'll give them something to do besides being at home. So, I think they'll appreciate that. So yeah, Coach. If anything, I'd be more into the clamming, looking for clams, than pumping for ghost shrimp at this point. But, cool. All right. For those of you that are new to the show, we have a awesome community. We call ourselves the Mad Max Fishing Club. Here's our mascot. We drew this on the show. Everything is all that was born basically out of the community that we have here of people in the chat. And so we mostly fish Saturdays here in San Diego. We fish in a group. We always fish on our kayaks, and so that allows us to have the ability to social distance. We don't hang out on the beach and high five each other. We join up on the water and we jump on our Discord server and we talk with microphone and headset. And it's a fun time. This last Saturday we went to Mission Bay. It was crazy. It was cold. No, it wasn't that cold. It was actually a pretty good day. You got to explore different areas of Mission Bay that we haven't focused on before. So it was a pretty good outing. Not a lot of fish were caught, but some decent fish were caught. Brian, I caught a nice legal spotty on the Project lure, Project X. Just kidding. And I even let Salty borrow it, and he caught something on it too. But anyway, yeah, we'll talk about that later. Okay, cool. So, lastly, any questions? Again, if you're watching the replay, leave your questions in this video, and Brian and I will attack those on Wednesday. So again, any question, fishing related, YouTube related, Twitch related, kayak fishing, kayaking in general, product recommendations, techniques. If you're having specific issues with a certain type of fishing, put it in here, because I'm not a expert at all types of fishing. We have enough people in here that with the group experience, there's enough knowledge to help you out. Okay. And again, you're always invited. You're always welcome to come join us on a weekend and fish with us here in San Diego. We usually fish San Diego Bay or Mission Bay. And the way you know what we're doing is by going to our Discord server. Okay. Our Discord is available at romancastro.com/lowercase MMFC. I'll put that in the chat here real quick. Oops, wrong one. Join the Discord server, and you'll see a bunch of different text options and different categories where we talk about bay fishing, yellowtail fishing, tuna fishing, all that kind of stuff. And then we'll also have our outings section, and we also have our derbies, all that stuff. Kind of like everything we do as MMFC, kind of like grows or branches off from the Discord server. That's where we do most of our communications. Okay, besides this show. Also, after the show, we usually have a after party. You can jump onto the Discord server and go into the general comms and hang out and talk with other people that are watching the stream here. I know Captain Dan and Tyler like to jump in there after the show. I might even jump in there today after the show for a couple minutes to hang out, say hello. But yeah, so that's what's up. That's the show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys have a happy Monday or a good start to the week. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be doing something. Even if I just stream me editing my fishing videos, it'll be us hanging out. Or maybe I'll work on some designs. Work on some designs like we did with the Mad Mac. I miss not feeling going out in the winter or in the cold. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Coach is gonna jump in the Discord. Night fishing derby. Ooh, Brad, that's a good one. Night fishing derby would be good. Would be cool. Yeah, I was looking at getting an extra set when it happens. Yep. Very cool. Very cool. Awesome. All right, quick shout outs real quick. Leonard, thanks for jumping on, dude. Thanks for all your support. You rock. I see Eric in here. Oscar, HTX Polestar. Coach Werf, thanks for calling in today. Brian likes to fish. See, come back and watch me and Brian on Wednesday. Salty Dangler in the house. Welcome, Salty. Let's see who else. I got Eric. Did I get Eric? I hope so. Eric, thanks again if I already thanked you. Dario, Arnie, Arnold, Oscar, Captain Dan, thank you so much. Zach, what up? NKR Fishing and Outdoors, welcome. Thanks again for hanging out. Oscar 636, San Diego. Oscar, what up? Awesome. There's Brad. There's Brad. What up, Brad? Muto. All right, I think I got it. Jesse. Yeah, there's Jesse. Roy, Garrett. Oh, what's up, Garrett? It's been a while. Good to have you in. Awesome. All right, guys. Have a good night. What is it from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure? What is it? Be excellent to each other. Later.